Hi, and welcome back to the Off Plan Show. My name is Miri Okoto, and today we want to talk about real estate. Now, today's topic is really interesting. It's something that most investors don't know about because they're not that sophisticated in the real estate business. Now, I need you to stay with me as I explain this episode so that you can understand. Now, my question is, are you experiencing inflation or capital appreciation? Now, most investors are just getting inflation rate adjustment instead of capital growth. According to the IMF, the current global inflation rate is at 5.8%, and last year it was at 6.8%. It changes every year, of course, and this varies from country to country because some countries have a higher inflation rate and other countries have a lower inflation rate. Now, that means on the global scene that every year 5% on your money disappears. So the prices of things go up and you have to pay more money for the same goods and services. Now, to put it into perspective, that means that $1 million in the year 2000 is now worth over $2 million in the year 2024, adjusted to inflation. And my question is, ladies and gentlemen, do you call that capital growth or just inflation adjustment? Now you get the point. You get where I'm going with this, right? So let me explain how this, relates to real estate and why this is so important. Imagine two real estate buyers. They each buy a property. Property A is a normal studio real estate, and property B is an ultra super luxury penthouse. Now, the normal studio was bought at 1 million, and 5 years later, it was sold at 1.5 million. This is not capital growth. This is inflation rate adjustment. If your profit rate matches the inflation rate, then this is not capital appreciation. And that is not profit in the real estate business. Property B, the penthouse, was bought at 7 million, and 5 years later, it was sold at 18 million. Now that is capital growth because the penthouse appreciation exceeded the inflation rate and made more profit on top of that. So the profit rate was higher than the inflation rate. This is the true meaning of real estate investment. You see, you're in the real estate business to make money. So invest in property that double your money, not just maintain the inflation rate. You have to invest in property that give you more money than the inflation rate. Now, to make this kind of profit, you need to invest in specific real estate projects. Not every real estate project out there will give you profit in excess. There are a few steps that you need to follow. One of them is exclusivity. Only invest in limited edition projects, okay? Number two, top brands. Invest in real estates that have collaborations with top brands. Number three, best developers in the market. Number four, don't buy the cheapest unit in the project, okay? Because the most expensive project sells the most, okay? Best design and exclusivity, and the best location. If you're out there and you want to invest in real estate, get in touch and I can show you tips on how to single out this project. And I can give you more tips like finding the best layout and floor plan. Now, remember, don't invest in normal real estate. You'll only break even because of the rate of inflation. Instead, buy exclusive real estate to get the maximum capital growth because rich people only buy from other rich people. and they're willing to pay more for nice things. So your real estate profit rate should be higher than the inflation rate, plus more money on tap for you to be profitable in the real estate business. Your profit rate should be higher than the inflation rate. This is true real estate. That is true capital growth and capital appreciation. You see, most investors confuse for inflation rate adjustment for capital appreciation. Also, one of the reasons why your property is only breaking even or just adjusting to inflation is because there's no demand for it. Thus, inflation gives you the illusion that you made profit, but really you only break even. Okay? So inflation gives you the idea that you're making profit, but you're really not making profit. You're just making breaking even. But if you invest in exclusive projects that demand surpasses the inflation rate, you will make more money. And that is the true real estate capital growth. When the demand of your property exceeds the inflation, that is where you make money. Remember, you have to invest in real estate projects that have a higher profit rate than the inflation rate. Do not confuse um, capital appreciation for inflation rate, okay? Because most investors out there think that they sold their property for a higher price. They picked their property at 1 million and they sold it later at 1.5. No, that is not profit. That's just 1 million in a different year, adjusted to inflation. I hope that makes sense. My name is Mirio Koto, and this is the Off Plan Show. Remember, successful people look just like you. And if you're out there and you want to invest in real estate, get in touch as soon as possible. The real estate market in Dubai is amazing.